are able to find all kinds of wonderful tips about beauty, health, fashion, and the latest trends and what have become trends that have been around for thousands of years. So we love having Dr. Lee to host the show. I'm the co-host here on Voice American World Talk Radio with Ageless Living. But what I love about Dr. Lee is that she has her Eastern medicinal degrees. She also has her Western medicinal degrees, and she also owns a cosmetic surgery, aesthetics, med spa, and also is a holistic practitioner and is an acupuncturist. So if that doesn't cover just about nearly every base that you need to make your body healthy and happy, I don't know what else to say.
The other thing is I love to share. I love to share these tips and the ancient knowledge, and try it out, guys. You know, send your experience to my email at tongli.md@gmail.com. You know, I would love to hear it.
Excellent. And really do give that feedback. You'll probably get tired of hearing my, anecdotal feedback, but I still give it. So we're going to be talking about the advantages, the natural advantages of cinnamon and honey.
So basically, the health tip of the day. Today we're going to talk about honey and cinnamon. These knowledge is not really new. They're ancient. This thing I was researching on were from 1995. They're from earlier in the old Chinese medicine documentation. It's all over across the cultures. So basically, it is believed that honey and cinnamon mixed together can cure or help with many diseases. Start from eczema to hair loss, arthritis, to bad breath, infertility, toothache, immune system improvements. So, we can go over that little one item at a time. So basically, the most commonly used portions is 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 3 teaspoons of honey.
Now I do have a question. It's okay to have the ground cinnamon as opposed to the actual...
For a practical purpose, yes.
Sure, okay.
Absolutely.
It's hard to measure a teaspoon of the rolled things.
Right.
Sticks, I guess is the proper term.
Right, so basically for arthritis, they did some studies. One of them showed in, I believe that this was done in a foreign country. In 200 patients, 76 reported significant improvement in their symptoms. Over half of them had improvement in their pain and symptoms after a month.
Which is amazing.
And then, it's really, if you think about it, it's not amazing. It's not 100%. But if you think about it, no medication can do 100% either.
No, it's really true.
So it is pretty good if it's just taking something as easy as honey and cinnamon.
It's worth a try if you have essentially 1/3 chance.
How do you use it for arthritis? There are 2 ways. One is to drink the water mixed with your cinnamon and honey. One is just rub it on the joint with the same mixture, 1 to 3 teaspoons, cinnamon and honey.
And how long do you leave it on?
I think it's about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Before shower.
Okay. Yeah, because you want to get rid of that sticky feeling. I'm not a sticky feeling guy, but I'll put up with it for 20 minutes.
Ants may come to you.
That's right. Don't fall asleep on the porch sunbathing.
Right. Well, it's also something good for before the shower for hair loss.
Very good.
Cinnamon and honey rubbed on the scalp for 15 minutes before your shower, and supposedly improves hair growth, and you lose less hair.
And your hair smells good afterward.
Oh, absolutely. I actually have to mention this, that there was some New Zealand skincare product with honey. I loved them.
Wow.
Very nice. They just brought back good memories.
Everybody's out there Googling New Zealand and
honey and skincare product. And also, honey and cinnamon water is also good for bladder infections. It's good for infection in general.
Detox, yeah, so it's a good detox.
Well, it has a immuno-boosting type of effect. So it's good for common colds, influenza, anti-aging, which is an immune system related issue too.
Mhm.
It's great for pimples.
That's
So if
wonderful.
you have a pimple, I want to mention my toothpaste old trick too. Toothpaste helps to reduce the inflammation, but honey and cinnamon mix, same 1 to 3 in portion, will actually help with any kind of skin infection. It actually helps with eczema and cirrhosis too.
That's good to know. So this is the one, since I'm an anti-sticky person, and no, I'm not anti-sticky, I just
Well, you can
hate
drink
the
it.
sticky feeling. But, so for example, I have a son who, it's not like he's having problems, but he just turned into a teenager, and he's starting to have, some of
You
the
may
acne.
not mind a little honey on his face over other painful other things.
But on your pillow, do you just need to wash your pillowcase each
You
morning,
could
or
put-
what?
Well, you can put a Band-Aid on it.
Oh, so it's
There you
not like
go.
just a complete top. You put a bandage on his
Well,
entire face.
only
Don't tell him
over
it's
where the
Halloween
pimple
zombie.
is.
You know,
Yeah.
let's just wrap
Only
your face.
on the dots where you need it. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
All right. It's also the cinnamon honey water is also helpful with infertility.
Mhm.
I kind of want to
Oh,
mention
just so
at
you
this
know,
point.
I
Yes.
actually did forward that to a friend of mine who has in a different state that was mentioning she was seeing an infertility doctor. So I actually just forwarded that email
I
saying,
want to,
take a
yes,
look.
that's great. I wanted to go on with a little bit of why cinnamon is so helpful. Cinnamon is actually a very important Chinese herb
Mhm.
or herbal medicine. A lot of foods and spices are part of the medicine system in the traditional Chinese medicine. Cinnamon is considered warming, evaporating, and opening the meridian and channel. So if a lot of cold conditions, like too much heat, too little heat, too much coldness and wetness will plug up or make energy flow stasis. All these conditions can be helped with cinnamon.
That is great.
And this might be why this helps with the infertility, because usually anything plugged up is considered from coldness
Okay.
or stasis.
That makes a lot of sense. And also, I want to make a statement for the record, is that people who say that only bad things taste good, and that only all good things taste
Not
bad.
only.
That is not true. Take a look at honey. Take a look at cinnamon.
Chocolate.
It's chocolate, cacao, actually, or dark chocolate.
Yes. And also, it's honey and cinnamon is great for stomach discomfort for the same reason. A lot of times when you catch a cold or when you ate something that's not necessarily fit you well, either ginger or honey and cinnamon will help with that too. Those are
Okay.
easy household items you can find.
Mhm.
Simple things to do at home to get discomfort to go away in the stomach, especially if you have young kids.
Sure. Now, there's a question that I had as I was doing the research. There was a claim that was made that that you don't have to worry so much about the quantity. In other words, you do all of these without being worried that you're adding so many calories to your diet. Reason being, it said that the combination of cinnamon and honey actually it makes it
Burns
less.
fat.
It burns. Yeah, it burns fat. Is that an overstatement, or do you think that's true?
I think everything can be overdone.
Sure. Yeah, I was thinking
I'm
that
sure if you
that
stop
statement was
eating
overstated.
anything, just eating honey and cinnamon, you'd be
Too bad.
malnutritious. So basically, and just going back to our balance point of view that we always talk about, everything good, don't overdo it.
Sure.
Things people perceive as bad, if you don't overeat it, it may not be that bad.
Mhm.
Such as fat, such as egg yolk, such as even sugar. If you don't overeat it, it's not that bad.
Sure.
So with honey, I would say the same. Honey and cinnamon is also very good for our cardiac health. It's
Mhm.
great to improve it with heart disease, and this is the same thing in the Chinese medicine is considered coronary artery disease is because of the plaques are in the artery are considered blockage.
Yeah.
So if you warm up the channel, you actually open it up.
Very good. Good to know.
The one that surprises me, well, we talked about the weight loss thing.
Mhm.
You know, so if you drink cinnamon and honey water before breakfast and before going to bed,
Mhm.
you will notice, I mean, everything else the same. You will notice some weight reduction over the time.
That's good.
That sounds like a pretty sweet solution for weight loss.
Seriously, especially if you get that sweet tooth right before you go to bed, if you're one of those people. Try that.
What do you normally do?
What do I normally do? I do definitely have the before bedtime snackies, and so I eat sunflower seeds. So that's the salty side, but I think I may try.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's fat and salt. But just so you know, I have 2/3 unsalted to 1/3 salted, so that it's low sodium at least.
I have a little tip for you.
Okay.
Tums.
Tums.
Tums
Okay.
will take away your hunger feeling.
Okay.
It neutralizes the acid or whatever it does. It
Uh-huh.
takes away the hunger. Just one or two.
Very
So,
good.
are we at time for
It looks
break?
like it is about time for break.
Yes. When we come back, we'll continue on our health tip of the day and conclude on the pickup juicer versus blender.
Absolutely. I'm very interested in this subject. So don't go away if you're interested too, and we'll be right back after the break.